Hi, good morning. In today's session, we're going to discuss about slowly changing dimensions Type-6. It's one of the combined approach in SCDs. We can say it's a hybrid approach. So a combination of Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Now, if you add all these values, right, 1 plus 2 plus 3, you'll get 6. Now, in SCD Type-6, you can able to maintain historical data and current data. You can able to maintain historical data and current data, and then you can able to add a column to track the current version of the record. You can able to track the current version of the record. Now, I'll give a little bit worry about type 1, type 2, and type 3. In type 1, we can overwrite the old data with new data. No history is maintained. That is called type 1. We'll just overwrite the old data with new data. In that we can see no history is maintained. In type 2, right, we can add the new records with versioning, or we can say timestamp to maintain the historical data. Okay. For each update, we have 2 records. We can add the versioning, or you can add a timestamp to maintain the historical data. Third one is type 3. You can store the both current and previous values in the same record. Often you'll use the additional columns. That is a type 3. Now it's going to a combination of 3, 2 plus 1. Okay. We can maintain both historical data and current data can be stored in the same row. As per the SC type 2, both historical data and the current data can store in the same row. And then with the current versions being easily accessible. If a business wants to view both current data and historical data in the report, then you can prefer the SCD type 6. In the reports, if you want to see both current data and historical data, you can go for the type 6. Now, I want to discuss few limitations about the SCDs. Okay, just want to give you a quick heads up. These are the limitations. First one is storage space. If you have a data sets, I can say vast number of input features. Input features in the sense, many columns we have in the SCD type 2. That is going to increase the storage requirement. See, if you have more columns, right, more columns and more rows, definitely it's going to add more storage space. In SCD type 2, we will be adding additional columns called start date, end date, and then versions. We'll add over many things, okay? Because of that, it will increase the storage space. Second one is maintenance. With the increase of the number of attributes or dimensions, if you keep on increasing the number of attributes or dimensions, the tracking becomes very complex. Okay, maintaining is very difficult. If you keep on adding more attributes, the column, if you have more number of dimensions means first name, last name, gender, so many attributes are adding, then tracking becomes very complex. Third one is performance. If the data volume increases to track the historical changes, it may sometimes deteriorate the performance of the machine learning model. What they're saying is, the data keeps on increasing, it's very difficult to track the historical changes. For sometimes, if you fed this input to the machine learning model, it's going to degrade the performance. Because mostly the machine learning model, if they want to predict something, they will use this SCDs. Okay, because in the SCDs we have the current value as well as history we have, right? So that's why if the data keeps on increasing, it's going to deteriorate the machine learning model performance. And the last one is scalability. Okay, now when the data is keep on growing, data keep on growing in the sense like terabytes, petabytes, like historical data keep on growing. Your SCD types might not be scalable efficiently. If I want to change type 2 to type 3, it's not that much easy. Previously, it was SC type 2. We have petabytes of records. Suddenly, if I want to make SC type 3, it's very difficult to scale. Okay, that's why it's going to affect the storage, computation, and visualization. Sendamal, I have petabytes of records in the table. I'm using SC type 2. Suddenly, I want to make SC type 3. Is it easy or very difficult to change from one SC type to another SC type? It's very difficult. It's very difficult because it's going to affect the storage, computation, and visualization. Everything is going to affect. That's why scalability is very difficult in SC types. If you want to scale from one SC type to another types, these are the various limitations we have in the SCD types. Now, I want to show one example to you guys, okay, regarding the SCD Type-6. Now, if you see here, right, just once again, customer, gender, medical occupation, current occupation. Okay, good. Now, this is the final result of SCD Type-6. Final result. I'm saying it's a dimension table. Now, you can see customer key, customer alternate key, gender, marital status, occupation, and current occupation. Now, if you look at these two columns, which one is the historical one? Which one is the current one? Look at the two columns, occupation, current occupation. It falls under which type? SC types. First say SC types, and next you say which one is historical column and which one is the current column. Out of these two columns, it falls under which SC types? Anyone?
SCD type 3.
It falls under the SCD type 3 because we have the previous occupation as well as current occupation. It falls under SCD type 3. Now, if you look at the current date, end date, and then it's a flag actually. Flag means if it is active record, you will get yes. If it is inactive record, you will get no. Now it falls under which category? SC types.
Type 2, sir.
Type 2. Okay. And then if you look at the first record, if you look at the first record, once again, yeah. If you look at the customer key, customer alternate key, gender, marital status, okay, you take these 4 columns. You take this 4 columns. Okay, just to take this 4 columns. Just to take this customer alternate key, gender, marital status. Okay. Yeah. Just not to show. Okay. Just not kind of overriding here, right? Okay, let it be. Now the later part I will say how the SC types one involved here. Okay. Now this is a filed result of SC type 6. Now, if you look at the first 2 records, if you look at the first 2 records, 11000, 11001. Okay. Now just come here. Yeah, now I think they are not changing or what? 11001. Okay. Okay, 11000. Like customer alternate key is there. Okay. Customer key is customer alternate key is 11001. They change proportional senior management. Current date is 1 and 15 they're changing. And then they are making it as 16. Okay. Now look at the first record, third record, and fourth record. Now you have to say which one is active record. Look at the first one, third one, and fourth one because they are using some alternate key. Okay, based on the alternate key, we are updating the information. Okay. Now Sadesh and Senor has to answer. Look at the first record, third record, and fourth record. Which one is active record?
11003 is active record and 11000 11002 is inactive records.
Inactive records. Okay. Now straight away we'll go to the demo session. Okay, just open your Snow site, and that you can choose your database first. You can choose a database just while making it as 005, and then make it as somewhat public. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I want to create the staging table. The staging table, we have columns called customer ID, customer name, customer address, effective date. Okay, it's a date type. The remaining all three are string types. Now just create a staging table of customer. Create a staging table. Next one is we have to create a dimension tables. We have to create a dimension customer ID, customer name, customer address. Okay, start date, end date, and current flag. The previous customer name, previous current customer address. It falls under which SCD types? Previous customer name and previous customer address falls under which SCD type? Falls under which SCD types I'm asking?
Sir, type 3, sir.
Type 3. Now, just copy and paste as it is. Create a DDL. Create the DDL. Okay, good. Now, just insert the values. Okay, in the staging customer, I'm going to add a customer at C1, customer John Doe, and customer address effective date. Okay, the 4 columns are going to insert the values. I'm going to insert 2 records. Just copy and then paste it here. Just try to insert the 2 records. Now you can see the staging customer, right? Just try to query those table. Select star from customer ID, customer name, customer address, effective date. This is staging table. Now we have to use a merge statement to perform the SCD type 6, like type 3, type 2, and type 1 we have to do. Can anyone help me in the merge statement? Anyone? Help me in the merge statement. I want to use a merge statement to perform the SCD type 6. Anyone?
Sir, merge into.
Merge into, I'll make it caps, merge into.
Dimension.
Which dimension table? Which dimension table you have to do? The question here. Because whenever I'm saying, right, you should note down the table names, then only you can able to recall it. Without knowing table names, just coming blank as it is. Every time I want to scroll up and show to you, this is the dimension table, this is the staging table I want to say to you. You have to note it down in the pen or pencil, using pen or pencil. The customer
Dimension.
dimension table. Every time I can't scroll up and down here. Customer dimension table, and then as give the alias target, and then next is using, and then staging table is staging customer, and then alias is source. Okay, now just use the join keys on condition. Now customer ID is going to join key for you. How to apply the join keys here? Target dot join keys.
Target dot customer
ID.
Customer ID equal to
source dot
customer ID.
Source dot customer ID.
Good. We are using join condition based on the customer ID. Source also we have customer ID. Target dimension table also we have customer ID. Now we have to write conditions when
condition match.
When condition match. When match.
When match.
Okay, when match. And then we're going to check some additional conditions. Use and condition. Okay. After that only we have to use then. Because I want to add some additional conditions inside the bracket. You have to check for the additional conditions. Because if it's matched, right, you're going to do some update. You're going to do some update. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the target dot customer name, because if you see here, right, customer name, please customer name, customer address, and then
Previous customer.
Customer address. I want to target this part. Target dot customer name. When we have to update, if it is not equal to, then only there is a change in staging table as well as dimension table. We have to use not equal to source dot
Customer name.
customer name. That's it. Customer name underscore name, right? Good. Yeah, I'm making some mistakes, guys. No one saying to me, I have to make customer underscore name. Here also, customer underscore name. And then next, I want to check one more thing.
Customer address, sir.
Customer address. Customer address. Here also we have the customer address. We have to check not equal to condition. Target dot
Customer address.
Customer address. Where the customer address? Yeah, here we have the customer address. Just copy and paste as it is. Not equal to
Source dot customer address.
or customer address. That's it. Now we have to use a then. After that, if the condition match, right, we have to update. After entering update, she will say the answer. Before that, she won't open the mouth. Update, and then what I have to update? If it is changing, right, customer name not equal to source customer name, tag customer address not equal to source customer address, and then we have to update. What are things we have to update in the sense? We have to update the end date and then current flag, and then we have to change the customer name. Okay. Here with customer address we have to update. Now update set. Just make a target dot end date. End date equal to
Source dot
source dot
and yeah.
Source we have end date, right?
No,
Source
sir.
Effective date.
the effective date. From the effective date, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract interval 1 day. Interval 1 day. Just make it interval here. Make it uppercase IN TRVAL interval, make it 1 day. Good. And then now you guys are thinking about why this guy is putting minus of interval 1 day. Okay. Because while showing the result, then it will be clear for you. Okay, if I'm putting one date. Okay, for example, 11/8 it's got updated. 11/8 it's got updated, and then instead of 11/8, what I'll put 10/8 it's got updated. The index should be 10/8, and then next record will be 11/8. The new entry came. For our understanding, I'll open the notepad. For example, one record got updated. Okay. In the end date, what I will do? I'll put instead of 11, I'll put
10.
10/8. 24. And then for next record, right? Next record, the starter will be
11, 8,
11, 8.
20.
11, 8, 24. That's the reason I'm making a minus of interval of 1 day. Okay, good. And then come out, what are things we have update? We have changed the end date. Next one is flag. Who will change the flag? In the target we have flag, right?
Yes, sir.
Flag. Just change the flag. Target dot. If you are doing some update, sorry, not the effective date, target dot, it's a flag actually. Current flag. Just copy it. Equal to what will make? It be a false or true?
Yes,
It is false or true?
True, sir.
true, sir.
Hey, for
Yes.
inserting your new record, we'll make it true. For inserting any new record, we'll make it true. Though we are doing some updates over here, what do you have to do? That too, you are changing the effective date. What do you have to do here?
False, sir.
False. Satish, why are you not able to answer this thing? Because you are saying it's a true. While inserting new records, then only the record will be a
Okay.
true. If you are doing
Okay,
some
sir.
update, right, it will be a old version. For old version, the flag should be
False.
False.
false. Don't get confused. I'm taking a sixth time for you. SCD type 0, type 1, data dimension table, type 2, type 3, and type 6 I'm taking for you. Type 4.
Yes, sir.
And then current flag equal to false.
False.
Come on. And then next one is target dot. Target dot. We have to change previous customer name equal to. We have to stop the values equal to source dot.
Source dot customer.
Source dot customer name. That's it. Sorry, guys. We should not do like this because we have to swap from a target to target. Satish, I think you are not remembering the type 3.
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Target dot.
Target.
Target dot. Customer
Customer
name. And then come on. Next one is
Target dot previous
target
customer
dot
address.
previous customer address equal to
Target dot customer address.
target dot customer address. That's it. Okay, good. Now we did update statements. Okay, good. I think I'm checking here. Previous customer address equal to target customer address. Everything good. Okay. Now we are changing the old versions here. Okay, the old versions it is. Now what I'm going to do is just I'll make a comment here. Insert new records or updated records. Just I'll make it like hint. Okay. Now, just what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert statement. Okay, I'm not going to use any condition when not match. I'm not going to directly going to the insert statement. We can do like this as well. Insert into. Okay, now what happens, right? First we'll run this one update statement. Second we'll run the insert statements. Good. Insert into which table we have to insert?
Customer dimension.
Dimension table. Good. And then we have to put all the column names. Just copy the column names from here. Just to make it customer ID, customer name,
Customer address.
customer address. And then
Start date.
start date, end date. And then
And flag.
current flag, right? And then previous customer name. Previous customer
Previous
address.
customer address.
Okay, good. Make it values. Okay, now just 1 second, guys. See, I'm looking somewhere. Values. Okay, no need of values. Just I can use select statement. We are not going to insert, right? Just to we are not going to insert the value. Just from the select statement, we're going to select and then we're going to insert the values. Now, just to use select statement, select, put asterisks. Later, we can add the display columns. Select star from. We have 2 tables, right? One is staging customer. Staging customer.
Yes, sir.
As a give aliases. Source. Do the left join. Next table is target table is customer
underscore.
dimension table. Give the alias as target. That's it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the join conditions. We have the join keys. What is the join key we have?
Customer ID.
Customer ID. That's
Customer
it.
ID.
Source dot customer ID. Where is the customer ID? Here you can take the customer ID. Source and customer ID equal to target dot customer ID. Good. On condition. And then I'm going to write one additional condition, the join condition itself. We can do if the uncondition, if the target dot current flag is true. Target dot current flag, I'll say, okay, target dot current flag equal to true. Make it true, guys. I'll check this current underscore flag. Current underscore flag. Yeah, correct only. Equal to true. Now we're going to write the where condition. Target dot customer ID is null. Why checking customer ID is null? Once the new record comes in the target, we don't have customer ID, right?
Yes, sir.
We don't have any customer ID. Okay, now before updating, right? Before updating, what the current flag will be for update record?
Sir, false, sir.
Yeah, we are making it false.
Oh, before
Before it will be like true. That's what I'm checking here. Okay, target current flag equal true. Where target customer ID is null. Okay, these are the we are just using predicate and then checking the customer ID is null. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check a few conditions using OR. I'm going to check the OR condition. So what I'm going to check is target dot customer name. Yeah, target dot customer name should not be equal to source dot
Source as customer name.
customer name. Because see guys, this insert doing 2 activities. If any new records from staging table, it will ask to insert the records. Okay, as well as if any update happen in SC type 2, one more new record will come as an insert. For that thing also I'm handling here. That's why putting so much of OR conditions here. Customer name should not be customer name. Then it will treat like from the target table, we have to add one more entry as a new record. Oh, good. Customer name should not equal customer name. What are the additional conditions? We have to check. Address you have to check, right?
Customer address.
Or condition. Again, or condition. Okay. Target dot
Customer underscore address.
customer underscore address. Where is the customer address? We'll take this address equal to, not equal to, not equal to, not equal to source dot customer address. Good. Everything we have completed. Just put the line termination. Now come to the display columns now. Now we go to the display columns. What are the columns required? Just put as it is. Now what I'm going to do is source dot. What are columns required? Here, source dot customer ID, and then source dot
Customer name.
customer
Customer
name.
name.
Yeah, source dot customer name, and then just you can do like this: source dot customer
Customer.
address. Correct. So customer address. Now source dot
Start date.
start. Oh, hey man, from source we have start date,
Sorry.
No,
sir.
sir. FAT process.
effect date, and then next one is we don't have end date, right? We're going to
Yes,
keep
sir.
null
IN.
as end underscore date. Next one is we don't have current flag. What are you going to do? Though is a new record,
True, sir.
true as
Current flag.
current flag, and the next
Previous customer.
the customer we don't have previous customer. What do you have to give? We don't have previous customer. What do you have to give?
Null
Null as
as previous customer
previous
name.
customer name. And then next one is null
Null
as
as previous customer address.
customer address. That's it. These are the display columns. Now what I'm going to do is just going to compile this merge statement. Okay, just run as it is. Once it compiled, right? What is happening here? Like again, it's throwing some error for me. Unexpected customer ID. Okay, it's showing like I think line number 10. From here, we have to count the line numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think I'm making some mistakes here, like customer ID. Guys, here can have a look here. Customer ID, customer name, customer address, start date, customer previous current address. Okay. I think select statement. So, guys, I make many mistakes, guys. Okay, just I went to change those errors. Is what I want to do is this is one of the additional bracket. Okay, this is the additional bracket. Let's remove this part, and then if you come here, right, for update statement, you have to give the semicolon, and then if you come above, you can see I'm checking tagger customer name not equal to source customer name. Here I have to mention the or condition, and then while joining itself, I want to check one additional condition. The flag should be true. Okay, the flag should be true. Then you can make target dot the current flag equal to current flag equal to true. Just make it true. Okay, good. Fine. And then we have changed here as well as we have changed here is R. And then if you come here, in the update statement, we used semicolon. And finally, using semicolon in the last line. Now try to run this merge statement. I think it's getting compiled. Now it's successfully compiled. Number of rows were inserted is 2. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to insert few. I'm going to show the table with you guys. Customer dimension table. If you see here, from the staging table, records where came, though it's a new record, C1, C2. Customer name is John Doe and John Smith. This is the customer address, start date, end date is null. Because some companies, instead of high end date, they'll give null as well. Satish?
Okay, sir.
Some companies, instead of high end date, they'll give
Null, sir.
null. And then current flag is true. Then it's active record. Previous customer name, previous customer address is null. Then we can say this falls under the SCD type 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to update my staging table. Update. Staging table name is staging underscore
Staging customer.
customer. Just come here and then set. And then you can see here I'm going to change the customer name. Customer name equal to Sujita. Customer name equal to, what's the name?
Sujita, sir.
Sujita. And then I'm going to change the address. Okay, customer address equal to Player Coil Street. Okay. And then I have to use a filter called var for customer ID equal to where customer ID equal to
C1.
C1. This uppercase, give uppercase like this. Now good. Now just try to update the staging table. Now the staging table got updated. Number of rows are inserted 1. And then you can select the staging table and see whether it's got updated or not. Select star from
Staging.
customer. Now you can see customer C1 got changed. Okay, Sujita, second known as Pillar Coil Street. And then effective date is like what we can do is we can do one more thing as well. Okay, effective date is showing some old date, right? It's showing
Yes,
some
sir.
old date. Now, what we can do is the same thing you can do. You can add one more column. Effective date column equal to
Current.
current function is there. Current date function is there. Okay, like this you can update. Now just update same thing again. Okay, now it's updated. Again, you have to fire the staging customer table. Now you can see C1 Sujita and then Pillar Coil Street. Now the date is
Sir, current date, sir. 24.
current date 24/8/10. Okay, that's why we use current date here. Now you can run the merge statement. Now I'm going to run the merge statement, guys. Just run the merge statement. Yeah, just run the merge statement and fire it. Okay, number of rows instead of 1. Now I'm going to fire the SC type 2 dimension table. Customer underscore dimension table. Now you can see the difference. Now you can see the difference for C1. Sendamal, able to see difference. Now which one is active record, which
Yes,
one is inactive record?
Sir, John Doe is an inactive record and Sujita is a active record, sir.
This is record is active record. You can see the active record is going to Sujita and pillar quill sheet. And then in this date got update, it's a new record where it came. And then now it's where end date is null. It's I because of I end date, giving null. Some companies will prefer null as well. And then current flag will true, and then previous customer don't have, and previous customer address also don't have. But if you look at the previous version, John Doe, and then 123 M Street, now 24801. Now you see why you're getting 9 here.
Sir,
It got
we are minusing.
minusing 1 day. Okay, that's and then you can see the start date is going 10 for us. 2489, and then current flag is false, and the previous customer name was
John Doe, sir.
John Doe.
John Doe.
Customer address 123 ELM Street. Okay, this is how you can do the SCD type 6. You can see as for 3 columns, we are maintaining the previous history, current history, SCD type 2. You can see, right? This comes under the SCD type 2. This record and the third record. And then you can see we are adding additional columns to maintain the previous history and the current history. These are the 2 previous histories, and these 2 are the current histories as per SCD type 3. As per the SCD type 3. Good. This is how you have to implement the SCD type 6. SCD type 6. Because why is they saying SCD type 1 is just we are overwriting the record. Okay, we just overwriting the record. Previously it was null. Now we are overwriting the record. It falls under the SCD type 1. Previously null, right? Customer name was null. Customer address also null. We are overwriting information. Falls under SCD type 1. Now it is a combination of 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is
Type 6.
Type 6. Okay, most of companies, if they want to maintain historical as well as current record, but many organizations, they will use only SC type 2. Okay, it's one of the combination of type 3, type 2, and type 1. It's a hybrid approach. Hybrid approach. I'm going to close session right now.